You're watching the Tarot Insight channel. Welcome to the club. This reading is going to be for fire signs: Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Again, welcome to the club. So what we have going on astrologically is that Venus has people on the brink of discovery. Now, who specifically? This is like, who's busy with Venus? So we have the Sun conjunct Neptune. We have Venus conjunct Neptune, Jupiter conjunct midheaven, Sun conjunct Venus, Moon conjunct Venus, Mars conjunct ascendant, the first house, Mercury conjunct Jupiter, Saturn conjunct the midheaven, the Moon conjunct Neptune, Mercury conjunct the midheaven, the Sun conjunct the Moon, and Jupiter conjunct Saturn. All right. Let's see here. So we do have Leo. All right. The first fire sign that I'm going to talk about, Vesta, is in your fourth house. So you may be worshipped by someone, by a part that you are playing domestically. This can be viewed in a positive or negative light. However, at the home, you are quite busy with Vesta in your fourth house. Very, very busy, quite busy on the home front. You are making people feel at home. Home and family is quite important, even more so during this time, Leo, for you. Woo! Here we go, Leo. Let's see what your reading is going to bring in a focus. So we have the Lovers card coming in automatically, the Three of Coins, and we also have the King of Swords coming in for you. So let me take a moment to let all that sink in. I'm going to meditate on your cards. The Lovers card signifies a relationship. You may be at a crossroads within your union as well, Leo. You are, in fact, achieving a heightened sense of contentment or contentedness through knowledge that has been curated in love, in a union, within a relationship. So you have some knowledge that has come from this relationship. You may be tossing and turning, thinking about it. You may just be turning it over and over in your mind, thinking about what you want to do about the likelihood of a relationship, or a relationship that you are already knee deep in, if not chin deep for some of you. Leos. So chew on that for a second. Because right on the heels of that is this Three of Coins. And what do you know? It's all about mastery. That is the bottom middle of the deck energy that is coming in. It's steeped in mastery, networking, and investments, which are all coming in as important. So you have some investment or investing that you would like to do, that you would like to make. And the King of Swords is also coming in, Leo, for you. Now, when we talk about the King of Swords, we're talking about authority. We're talking about ethics and objectivity as well. So trust that you are embarking on a journey that is one that's all about ethics. You're not giving up your authority. Your authority, it's emanating from you. And objectivity, that has a lot to do with how you're going about doing things. That's what's coming in here. There's also a love interest who would like to be present with you on this journey, where you are taking on some ethical issue, something in the background that you could be dealing with along with this relationship as well. So you have a lot on the stove, a lot on the back burner, Leo. And you may be sitting at home dealing with all of it for some of you. And some of you, your mind is at the crib. It's at home with a home issue, whether you are there or not. Another thing that fire signs of Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries have going on is coming in here. This is the Great Gathering. So you may be in a position to where you're being called into a group or invited. And that's coming in here as well with everything else that you have going on. Sagittarius. There's the Five of Cups, along with the World card and the Hermit is coming in as well for you. Sagittarius, you have Juno in transit within your 7th house of partnerships. So that means that some of you are ready to share your lives. in meaningful ways. And that's something that you may choose to make clear for someone special, someone in your life. As you deal with this discovery or something that you've been thinking about for a while. You also have the first thing coming in was this 5 of Cups. I'm going to meditate on for a few moments, because that 5 of Cups, let me tell you, it's about regret. It's about some sort of crash or loss that someone experienced. If not you, then someone close to you. And you could be holding their hand through that, or offering them some sort of insight, or thinking about what was incurred in this crash out that took place. You are achieving a sense of heightened contentedness through the knowledge that has been curated and what you learned as a result of this loss, or what you noticed as a result of someone else's loss here. The middle bottom of the deck energy is being steeped in the world. So the world is embracing you in a sense. For many of you, the world is at your feet. You know, despite this loss that was encountered. The world also gives this vibe that there has been a sense of completion that has happened, a sense of peace within your life, within your world. And it can also symbolize travel. So that's the energy that's coming in with the world. And lastly, you have the Hermit coming in. So while some of you may be ready to share your lives and it's self-evident, or you've decided to let someone know this, there's still that Hermit energy. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. See, that's what I'm feeling. That's coming in with that Hermit, with the little light. That's introspection in a huge way coming in. Solitude. So there's comfort in solitude. Trust that you're embarking on a journey of solitude. Whether or not anything goes on with you being able to step forwards and share your life in any way, there's still this journey of solitude and illumination. And there is a love interest who would very much like to be present with you on this journey of illumination. And that's what's going on with you. Because you are headed towards illumination, or you're becoming illuminated. And you do want to be able to share that with someone, but this person is going to have to be able to really comprehend, or they're going to have to really want to listen to all of the truths if you decide to share them. You want someone who is going to have open ears. with this meaningful illumination that you're going to be experiencing or that you're headed towards, Sagittarius. Aries. First up, the Emperor. Aries energy, very strong. The High Priestess as well. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Coins. You're in your 12th house. So the subconscious is really where you may be working through a lot of stuff, Aries. A great deal of something that you have going on is right in the back of your subconscious. And it's interesting because the 12th house is one of hidden enemies, secrets, and whatnot. And then you also have this Queen of Pentacles coming in here too, along with the Emperor and High Priestess. So let's take a closer look at your spread. So the Emperor stands for Aries, period. It also stands for structure. So you are achieving a sense of heightened stability, a heightened contentedness through knowledge that has been curated in this structure, this authority, and this discipline. So these are vibes of discipline, Aries. The bottom of the deck, middle of the deck, vibe that's going on. This energy is being steeped in something that is denoted by the High Priestess. The High Priestess stands for unconsciousness. The High Priestess stands for intuition and mystery. So that's right in alignment with your 12th house transit. That you have going on. You also have that Queen of Pentacles, that Queen of Coins, which is about home life. It is about nature. It's also about integrity, the integrity that you are endeavoring to have. It matters that you find yourself being confronted with. This is going to be something that is imperative when it comes to your growth, when it comes to comprehending why you're being taken through certain things that are going on, Aries, within your life. Trust that you are embarking on a journey of integrity. And there is a love interest who would very much like to be present as you go about doing this. So the focus is on integrity. That's the main focus. How you're going to feel at the end of the day, that has everything to do with the way that, excuse me, you're displaying your integrity, how important it is to you, or whether or not you feel that it is going to be important when you're making your decisions. Just considering this, considering the nature of things. You are very good at keeping day-to-day things on point. You can bring them back around. You know, if you fall behind a little bit with bills, you know how to budget in a way to where you're going to be able to get by, and you're going to be able to make that an integral part of how you're able to secure that home life for yourself and for those who you care about dearly. So as you embark upon this journey of nature, you have this other person who is prepared to be there for you in your day-to-day activities and the things that you have going on. So with you having this 12th house transit, it's all about whether or not you want to be more open and more honest, thereby showing your integrity, as opposed to, you know, whether or not you want to be all the way open, whether or not you want to be one who inundates what the reality is or how it aligns up with what you really want to see occur, not just how someone's going to feel about how or why you're making moves. And all of the fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, are feeling out the energy of a gathering, of people wanting to come together with them, or if they're being placed in a scenario where they are going to be able to come together with others, and whether or not they really want to take part in that vibe of togetherness. So in looking over all of the astrological transits that are going on, there's a lot of strengthening that's going on, not only for Leo or Sagittarius, but also Aries. And your drive is being strengthened. A lot of you are moving towards being able to solidify the dreams that you have that you're bringing into fruition. Love is coming in, money is coming in with Venus, and love, that strong vibe of love, is being strengthened even more with Neptune coming in. So things are brightening up. They're clearly aligning. With Jupiter, that's expansion. And the midheaven, that's all about your career openings, expanding. And the sun being conjunct with Venus, that is you moving towards something, some goal that you set for yourself in love and money. Your emotions are also strengthening with the moon being conjunct with Venus. So I think that means if you're safe, it's safe to say that if you love someone, you're loving that person even more so, whether you're together with them or separated from them. Mars is conjunct with ascendant. So you are ready to defend your reactions or how you've done something, how you've gone about doing something. And Mercury is conjunct with Jupiter. So you're able to communicate in precise ways where you want to see growth within your life. You're able to communicate that with yourself after thinking it out, after sorting it all out, as well as with others. You're able to get your points across. Saturn is conjunct with the midheaven. So your time is aligning with something that you want to do. So you're having some time that you can set aside to contribute to your career without feeling overworked. And then moon's conjunction with Neptune. Those are positive emotions. So being able to be in a place where you're encouraging, you're speaking encouraging words towards others. You're being encouraging towards yourself, your self-talk. Even if you know something is kind of grandiose, it's still being strengthened, that positivity. Mercury is conjunct with the midheaven, so you're able to communicate when it comes to career matters in a productive or positive fashion. The sun is conjunct with the moon, so your drive is being fueled by your emotions. And Jupiter is conjunct with Saturn. So there's expansion, and there is that hard face of reality. So you know the responsibilities that are being incurred with any expansions, any expanding that you're doing. I want to thank you guys for joining me for your winter and spring outlooks. Since winter is from December 21st to March 20th, we're about to head into spring since it's March 12th. And spring begins March 20th. And then we can look forwards to summer, which begins June 20th to September 22nd, and autumn, which begins September 23rd and stretches out to December 21st. So, yeah, and thanks for tuning in. Just a look at everything else that's going on. Gemini has some utopian vibes with the node in their sign. Cancer is in a bold mood, and they can be brutally honest right about now about possessions and the way they feel that others view them or the way that they're viewing them or how to go about getting them, the drive that's there. Leo is in the 4th house of home, very busy at home with Vesta in that sign. Virgo's in the 5th house of fun. Libra's in the 6th house of everyday activities. Sagittarius has a lot going on when it comes to an opening in partnerships. Capricorn, that's sex, death, and taxes is the house that they have been working their way through. There is a lot of passiveness going on with Aquarius in their 10th house. They may not really feel the need to be very pushy when it comes to their career right now or anything else when it comes to love matters. And Pisces has a lot going on that's group related, while Aries has some subconscious stuff they are working through. So you can be sure to pass on any of that helpful information to others who may wonder what various signs are going through, especially if they haven't heard from them in a while or they want to know what they have going on in the background so that they can be as helpful as possible or encouraging as possible. And that is a wrap, guys. Au revoir.